Hello there, folks, and welcome to the first set of our daily runs, where we're going to be trying out the daily flight of Sparrow Warfare each day and chatting through a little bit about how we're playing and approaching the different ones. So if you haven't played Sparrow Warfare yet, head on over to Steam and click on the Playtest Now button. We've got a little tutorial here of just one level if you don't know how to play the basics, and then we can just get right into the daily flight. So every day, the daily flight will have one way. So we're playing the Way of Fire today, which is the only way that's currently available in our playtest. We also have a Way of Water, Way of Ghosts, a Way of Song. And there'll also be 3 modifiers that will change the way in which that day's run should be approached. So we've got a leaderboard right here. I am not feeling very confident of topping Toonster NZ off the top of the list because they are an excellent player. I think I can probably take P though at 3 points. I think we'll try and beat that. So what we've got today for modifiers is the bosses are going to be wide awake from the start of the level. That's rough. Getting 15 defense at the start of each level, that's very nice. And then Halo of Flame, everyone's going to be burning all the time. So let's give it a go and see what happens. This is just a little screen to let us know what we're testing in the playtest run. So we can just get going. Right into level 1, the garden. So we come on in and straight away we can see the beekeeper is out and he's attacking, and that is very stressful. So I'm going to start out by getting a little bit of defense on, even though I forgot I already had 15 defense on, so that might be a bit much. But let's see, because we might actually have some more birds coming out when I get my Way of Fire going. So I'm actually going to keep on defending because my partner Martin does not like to play like this, so loosey-goosey in round 1. But I like to play loosey-goosey, so I'm going to discard all these and then play a 3, a 4 and a Way of Fire. So usually we don't like to play high attack values at the very start of the first level because that would mean it would be waking up the beekeeper. But the beekeeper, because we're in sleepless mode today, he's already awake. So let's see. Now we're still in turn 1 because we still got our 30 defense on. So we are safe, I think. Yeah, we're safe if everyone attacks us, but hopefully we can do something first. So right away I can do a 2-3-4 attack. That's going to take down Lonely Louie and take a little bit off Howl as well. And then we can start getting a bit of flame action on. So 2-3-4 of flame. That'll bring some into Howl, and it'll also start coming on to the beekeeper. I'll also put a bit more flame on the beekeeper. So flame only goes up to the amount of health that the enemy has left, the opponent, the bird, the trapped bird, and then it'll go through onto the beekeeper. So I don't think I'm going to use any of my followers right now. If I click on a follower, then I'll be able to get a reward. But I'm going to hold off on that for the moment and just discard some tiles. I always like to discard off my low level tiles to make more space in my hand for what's to come. Okay, so we've got 3 followers and now it starts getting real. But nicely, one of my bird bats has come out, so I can remove all of my burning at least at the end of this time. So one of the key parts of tile management in Sparrow Warfare is using attack tiles before we use fire tiles to make sure that we're able to use them effectively. So if I was to, for example, use a lot of fire here on Fluff Justice and then use attack tiles, it's kind of a waste, right, of that fire. So we want to maybe discard down some of this. I'm going to see what Lonely Louie has to offer. I've got Magic 8 Ball, Cuteness with reducing strength, or a Magic 9 Ball. So I'm going to go for the Magic 8 Ball because I don't actually want to get rid of any of the tiles in my hand right now. I want something new. And then I'm going to play that along with this 3 and 4 to start working on Fluff Justice. Okay, we got a Cold Snap. That's very nice to use against the beekeeper. I'm also going to use the 3 and 4 and the bird bath so that I can completely eliminate Fluff Justice as a threat, free him so he comes to join me as a follower. And I do not have enough defense at the moment, so I'm going to keep on opening birds, as we sometimes say, asking my followers for rewards. Even though that is something that is going to take down my score at the end, because we get special points for the amount of followers we have left at the end of the game. So, Swooperoni though. Now this is a tile I can get behind. This one has all opponents take 50 damage after X turns. And this is an exceptionally good and rare early game tile. So I'm going to take that because I noticed that I have these 1 level fire tiles down below. So if I go for 1/1 and Swooperoni, bam, 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 we're getting a little bit of fire going. But we've got a little boom here. So we can see at the end of 1 turn, because I played it with 1 level cards, it's going to do 50 damage to each opponent. Now, as you can imagine, as we get further along in the game and we start destroying our low-level tiles, Swooperoni becomes much less efficient because you're playing him with a remove of 3, 4, 5 turns. But right now, when we have these little low-cost tiles of 1, it's really nice because now the only attack that's going to be hitting us at the end of this turn is the one from the beekeeper at 9. I've got 14. We're going to be all right. So I'm just going to end the turn here. Bam! And Swooperoni goes wild. So now we've got a lot more followers and we're taking the beekeeper down. And we're still untouched. Being untouched by the bosses and the elites is super important for getting extra scores because we have good scores for perfecting bosses as well. Okay, so only the beekeeper is out, and I can see up here in the upper left, there's one more normal bird to come out. We can also see that if we click down here at our deck, we can see it's in random order, but these are the tiles that we're still going to draw. So there's 1 trapped bird left to come out. So this is a good moment to get more flame on the beekeeper. But I'm actually going to not use 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use 3, 4 and then cold snap to freeze him now, because 17 is a lot of defense. I don't feel like going for that right now. And then I'm also going to use 1, 2 and bird bath to remove the fire that's on me. And I think a nice little ender here will be to get rid of these low level tiles. And then let's see what comes next. Probably, or definitely, our last opponent. Okay, now Feathered Fury is out and about. And the beekeeper is attacking for 18. So the beekeeper is a really tough enemy. And we'd like to think of him as like our Udex Gundyr, you know, the first enemy in Dark Souls 3. Because he's quite tough. So you have to make it past that before you get to the next level. But he ramps up in his attack very strongly and very quickly. So we want to take care of him fast, essentially. So I'm going to start by taking care of Feathered Fury with some attacks. And again, a bird bath to take down my own fire. And then I can see he still has 2 left to take off. I'm going to use my elite bird trophy, Papa Hawk. So we're getting a double take, a cannon fodder, which can be pretty good, or letting us do upgrades. Upgrades is really nice, especially if you see here, we can see that like there's a difference in the reward level that we get from each of these. So for example, if we're using Flight School and we are getting a reward from a normal bird, we're just going to upgrade 1 tile. If it's an elite bird, it'll upgrade our whole hand. And if it's a boss tile and we get that reward, then we're going to be able to upgrade an entire suit. So I'm going to take this one, even though double take would be really nice right now. And I'm going to use it with here 3, 4 and Flight School. So now it has a value of 5. So all the wild tiles, they get the X value. When I play that now, it means you'll see it pop up here. I'm getting this little buff of Flight School for 5 turns. So for 5 turns, this is going to happen. I'm not super concerned about it for now. I'm more wanted to get this tile so that I'll have it in levels 2 and 3. Okay, so now we're defending for enough to protect from the beekeeper. And I am going to get some more flame on. So Feathered Fury is taken care of. And the beekeeper has 43 flame. That's pretty good. I'm going to discard everything that's low. And let's see what happens next. So now our deck has been reshuffled again and is coming back out. And the beekeeper is attacking for 27, which is a wild amount to be attacking for. And as you'll see here, I can't do anything. I don't have any sets or straights that I can play with. So I'm going to start discarding low-level tiles and see. Now we can see we've got an upgrade and an acquire. So I'm going to acquire a new tile. Peacock's Pride is really nice later on when we have a bunch of opponents facing us. I'm not so sure it's what I want right now. Beaker would be really nice because it's going to help us to defend if I play it with the defense and also do some attack. I'm going to take the Beaker. And then I'm going to upgrade a tile. And I think if I upgrade this 2 of defense here, that's probably the best move because that means I can play this as a 3 and then the 4 and then the Beaker. So we're going to get a little bit of defense on 3, 4, and the Beaker is hitting. Now, unfortunately, we still aren't quite defending, but is it possible? Is this going to be enough fire? 4, 4, 4? No, we're still 2 off. So I'm going to... I can't take damage now from the boss because it's going to really mess with my score. So I'm going to take the hit of activating Howl to give me something else. And I don't need much because I only need 2 points now to get him now. So what I should be thinking of is not something for now, but something for later. So what I'm going to take is Red Dragon because it's super nice for later on when I have more fire tiles in my hand. And I'm going to upgrade my fire tile. It's always good. So, and then I'm just going to hit him straight off with 4, 4, 4. And then we can see he's got 57 flame on and 47 health. We're all good to end the turn. And the beekeeper has been taken care of. Okay. Flap on. It is time to go into level 2 and we're getting 4 extra tiles of each suit of the next stage. So until now we had 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we're also getting the 5. We've taken care of the garden and now we're going into the mountain and the jungle. 3 levels in the playtest build of the Daily Flight. Later on in our full game, in the progression mode, later on there is also 3 more levels. The Arctic, the desert and the Land of Legends. But for now we're going to continue on to the mountain. Level 2. And what are we going to have there to await us? 6 normal birds and 2 elites and the falconer who is very unfortunately already awake and pumping flame because he can be very irritating when that flame starts to pile up. And facing us directly is the Shrike. And look at this beauty now. Down here we have the flight school already waiting. I'm going to start this off with that. 4 and a 5 of defense and the flight school for 6 will give us 6 rounds of flight school. And that's beautiful because now if I have a little look at my boss trophy, the beekeeper, I get to upgrade an entire suit and I'm going to upgrade flame, of course. So now every single flame tile I have has been upgraded by 1. And now we can move on to acquiring a special boss tile. Now look at these gorgeous tiles. 1,000 talons. I love 1,000 talons. Add X strength. This can get really, really wild. Going worldwide, also, if you have loads of followers, going worldwide can be also really, really good. As you can see, I've been a little bit too, what's the word? Not generous. I don't know exactly what the word is, but I have used a lot of my reward followers. I don't have a huge clump of them with me right now, so going worldwide might not be the best move. And then focus lets us destroy the lowest level of a suit, so we can get rid of all the 1 level tiles. It's really, really good. But I'm a little too nervous right now to take this one, with the bosses being all awake. I think I need to go for one of these. I think I'll go for the 1,000 talons, because it's more fun. So we can play it with a 5 and a 6 of flame, and that's going to give us +7 strength. So that's really sweet. And bam, look at that. Now our 2 level attack is worth 9. So that's pretty sweet. But the real problem we have to deal with here is that we already have 3 flame on, and the falconer is going to be burning us for an additional 7. Now, as you can see, he might have 400 health. I only have 75. So very, very quickly, this is going to ramp up and become intolerable. I am going to wing in a prayer here to ask Feathered Fury for some help in the hope that, yes, Feathered Fury offers me Sleep It Off, where I can heal and I can remove burning. Amazing. and I can upgrade a tile. And I'm going to upgrade. There's not much point in upgrading these ones right now, because I could, of course, upgrade this to a 10 and then play it with the Sleep It Off. I don't really need to heal right now because I have full health. And I don't really need to take care of the Shrike because he's already taken care of with the burning. So I'm going to instead upgrade that to a 4 and then play 4, 5 and 6 of Flame, because it's all going to go straight through onto the Falconer. And delightful. I have no flame on me anymore. I can get rid of these little low level tiles. I'll keep the flame because I really want to get flame going. And then let's end the turn. Okay. So at the end of each turn, our buffs go down by 1. So yeah, we went down and then we went up again because the flame is coming on thanks to this horrendous daily modifier. But at least we have some good attacks here. So first off, let's start with the attacking and get straight into the Falconer there. And then he's attacking for 9, which I have, that's fine. So I instead will get rid of these low level tiles. And then I'm going to play 3 and 5 of defense and beaker because that'll hit him for quite a chunk. Yeah, okay. And everything else I'm going to keep and then just wait for the next turn. We still have a lot of birds coming out and he does not have enough flame on him yet. So I'm not feeling 100% confident that we're going to survive all the way to the end today. But let's see. Straight out the gate, we've got Caligula and Featherfall. We can take care of them. Falconer is going to heal for 15. That's better than the alternative, which is attacking us. So let's take down these guys. And then we can't yet play anything here. I'm going to get rid of this 1 level defense and I'm going to ask Caligula for some help. Fireproof, absolutely. There's nothing better than being fireproof when playing against the Falconer. And I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade this 3 here. No, why would I do that? Let's upgrade this 6 so we can do 6, 6, 6 of fire. And that'll take care of Featherfall and also keep the pressure on the Falconer. And that is something we definitely want to do. Okay, ending the turn, bated breath. Let's see what's coming our way. The Abyss. That's exactly what we always want to come our way. And Jimmy. I love Jimmy. Every video game I've ever worked on has a Jimmy in there. It's very important to have a Jimmy. Okay, so a little bit of defense, although I do intend to take care of everybody here. And I can play a little run of flame, and I can't play yet a little run of attacks, but I would like to, because I don't want to waste this flame. So let's see if Fluff Justice can help us out. So Peacock's Pride is super nice, getting defense for every opponent. Discarding everything and drawing, that's very, very dangerous at this point. With so many birds left, we could end up with a lot more opponents and not be able to take care of them. But a little bit of card draw is a good thing, is a fine thing, so we'll take that. And for upgrading, I think if we upgrade, let's see, if we upgrade this one, then we can get rid of these low-level lads. And I'm going to take 9, 9 and Red Dragon and see if we can take care of these while still bringing a little bit more into the hand. Yes, okay. Bird Bath is nice. We'll hold on to that in case our flame resistance wears off. And in the meantime, let's take care of Jimmy. Join us, Jimmy. Join the revolution. And the Falconer is going to try and burn us again. This is fantastic because we are currently not vulnerable to flame. So from here, I am just going to end the turn. And let's see what happens. So yeah, you can see now we went from 4 to 2 because whenever we are attacked with fire, that takes off one of them. And then at the end of the turn, we can take off one as well. So a little bit of a rough move there for us, because now we're down to only one fire protection. But I think it's looking okay. Let's see if we can get through Coop Fear. The elite. Coop Fear is an elite. That's why he has so much health. I think I'm going to want some help from my friends from Featherfall. Thermals is really nice in the late game when we have a bit more follower action. The defense is also very nice. I think the defense might be what I want to go for right now. And I'm going to upgrade some more of my flame. So we get the flame going. And then I'm going to take a chance with the sacrificial goose that it won't discard bird bath. Okay, it just discarded, actually destroyed one of my fire tiles, but that's bearable, that's bearable. And we've got enough to defend against both of these, so let's just end the turn. And we're creeping closer to the time when the falconer is going to be okay for us here. Okay, but look at this now. We've got another elite out, Edamar. Edamar is very irritating because this tile intends to create a tile in your hand. And that tile, my friends, is a slot hog, which is going to just essentially really mess up the balance of our hand. So I'd love to get through to Edamar before she does that to us. But of course, since she's a little bit immune to fire, that's going to be hard. So let's start. We are burning ourselves now, so let's start by using a bird bath with Coop Fear. Okay, and then this is really not looking great. I'm gonna ask King Pigeon for help. Beaker, fireproof. Fireproof, that's what we want. And upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade this flame tile, so that we can play 5, 6, and has 7 fireproof. And you'll see it rolling through there. Each person who has fireproof, they get knocked off by 1 whenever fire rolls through. So Edamar now has some fire on, which is very nice. I'm going to be ridiculous and use another bird because I really want to perfect here. So I'm going to try to see if we can actually do that. Oh no. Instead, we have pulled out the abandoned egg. But Coop Fear can't attack us. The second coming is attacking with flame, and that's going to bounce off our fireproof. We are going to get that slot hog, no two ways around it. And the abandoned egg is going to hatch, and the falconer is going to heal. But I think we can take this. So let's just end the turn and see what happens. You'll notice that lovely strength buff that I got before. It's going down by 1 each turn as well. So, okay. Last but not least, out comes Tiny Bang. Okay, but Tiny Bang is already taken care of by the modifier of today, and the falconer thinks he's going to be hitting us for 17. I think we're going to have him in the next turn, and I don't think we need to do anything actually except end this turn. And then also end the next, because we're getting followers and he is not getting us. So yeah, if we end the turn now, he is back to our side. Lovely. Okay, level 2 done. On to the last level, the jungle. And now we've also got 6 strength tiles to play with. So in the jungle, the boss is the poacher. And the poacher's special power is that he removes tiles from your hand. So he's already awake. And so what he's starting off with is he's at the end of the turn, he's going to discard 5 tiles from my hand. Now what that means is that if I'm trying to save up nice little tiles like this cold snap here, he's just going to discard them. So it's very much more about play what you have in the moment than trying to save things for later. Okay, we've also got quite some attacking happening on us, so I'm going to try and defend a little. 3, 4, 5. And then you'll remember what I showed you in the first level, which is that when we get these nice elite upgrade tiles, an elite always has an upgrade tile. So it'll be they'll always have on the right hand side one of the upgrade tiles, which will let you get extra tiles, heal, upgrade or destroy tiles. Healing is nice and all, but that's not what I wanted. So let's try another elite and see if they give us healing again. Okay, I'm not going to take that one as well. I'm going to take the remove burning since we need that so much. So that means that we're going to get a separate and better version for what the boss has to offer. But I'm not going to use the boss yet because I want to use the boss with my upgrade, the flight school upgrade tile, which we have in here somewhere in all of our lovely tiles. It's coming somewhere. There it is. Beautiful. Can't wait. Okay. But for now, we will allow the healing and remove the burning. And we have enough to protect us. And I mean, there's no point trying to save anything because we have the poacher. So let's just let him take what he wants to take. Okay, he left us with one defense tile. That could be worse. Okay, and now here we are. We've got a swooperoni. I love that. We don't have any 1-level tiles at the moment. We do have 2, so I'm going to go for the 2s. And that means that I just need to protect this round, and then I'll be able to take these 3 out. Cacophony is already taken care of. But if I can just protect myself from Dino and the poacher, so that's 30. That's a lot. But look, we have the sacrificial goose. We give that a try. And we pray. Okay, got rid of a 4-level attack. That's a bit rough, but we are going to be safe. And we can also draw some tiles. I'd love to be able to play some more of this fire before the poacher discards it all on us. Okay, but he's not going to do that this turn. So we should be safe. And hopefully now we'll draw out more birds to take care of with our swooperoni at the end of this turn. Okay, Polly is out. All of these are taken care of at the end of this turn, and the poacher is going to take 7 of our tiles away. So what's worth doing right now? I think probably discarding stuff we don't care so much about. I might as well use the beaker now. And then unfortunately he's really going to get all this flame, and there's not even any point playing it because it will be going on to Dino, who's going to be taking care of this turn anyway. So I really think at this point we just want to end the turn. Okay. So it's looking good on the follower side of things, a little bit better than before anyway. And all of our beautiful fire tiles are gone, and Cheap Trick is out. Okay, so what can we do here? I'm going to do a 666 fireproof because I'm really tired of taking fire damage. And now, beautiful, I don't have fire damage anymore. And then I'm going to see if I can... We haven't got our flight school out yet, so I'm going to see if Dino can help us out. Viral tweet, well, that's okay. I'll try that out. And then he also is going to let us increase our health by a little bit. And now that the poacher is out on his own, well, actually, we should probably use a little bit of defense. I want to perfect him. I don't want him to be able to get through. Okay, 27 defense, that's nice. But he's only got 9 fire on him. That is very little fire. And there's still 3 birds and 2 elites to come. I'm not going to be the top of the leaderboard, lads. That's an absolute fact and a half. But we now have Macabre out. Macabre, look at what he does. He lures the next opposing tile out to face us in battle. So if we don't take care of Macabre now, we're immediately going to have 2 people to take care of next time. But here we go, 3-5 and flight school. That'll give us level 4 flight school. And now you can see here, if we look down here, we have our healing, we have our viral tweet, and we have our flight school. This is a nice time to use our boss, the falconer, because now we have 3 rewards coming from him. So let's see what we get. The viral tweet gives us 4 instead of 3 to choose from. Okay, Olympic, I love. Fire transfers to a random opponent. Like a dragon doubles fire. That could be really good if we got a bit more on the poacher. Attacking all opponents for X times 9. That could be good if I had anything, anything big enough for that X. And shields up, keeping the defense at the end of the turn. I like all of these tiles. It's horrible that I have to choose one. But with 3 and 1 enemies left to come out, I'm going to go for the Olympic. And I'm going to upgrade my flame again. And now we can heal and increase health. Okay. So we're moving along. I'm going to go 3, 4, 5 Olympic, which means that for 5 turns, whenever whenever a tile basically perishes from fire, that fire transfers to another enemy. And I am going to get rid of these. And that's it. We're not going to take any damage. But it's starting to look a bit sketch. Because there's 2 birds out and the poacher. And there's still a few to come. And I'm not doing anything great here in terms of timing either. Yesterday, I think I did the daily run in 12 minutes because there was so many wild tiles. The modifiers were helping with that. Okay, but for now, let's see. I think we could go for 5,000-6,000 talons to start. And then I definitely want to use the red dragon while I still have fire tiles in my hand. So let's go 3/3 red dragon. And now you can see the poacher is going to take 10 tiles away. So no matter what I have in hand, it's basically gone. So no saving up our stickers for anything else. Instead, we will use Sleep It Off, heal for a little bit. And then if we bring out this fire, yes, we are still immune to fire ourselves a little bit. And he's going to remove everything, so that's it. So we just end the turn. And I think next turn there's going to be quite a lot of enemies out. And he still only has, well now he has a bit more. Okay, good. The Olympic is starting to kick in. And now he has 51 fire. And now we've got King Mob out and Desmoulins. Okay, let's start with some attacks. I think if we use some attacks, then we can maybe ask some followers for some help and maybe be able to defend or multiply our fire enough here. Okay, so for the elites, we don't need the flight school again because we already have that on. So double take, I think, is the one I want here because that'll double everything we play. I upgrade my hand. That means every tile in the hand gets upgraded and increase the health a little bit as well. So now I think what I would love to do is play my 8 flames with the double take, but I can't really do that in good conscience because what I need to do is defend. So I'm going to play, as you'll see there, what I played was a 6 and a 7 of defense and then double take. And when double take goes in, bam, it doubles every single one of those tiles. So now we are well sorted for defense. And we will play a little bit of fire. Keep that fire going. And then that fire will also now move on in the next turn from Desmoulins over to the poacher. I'll get rid of all these small things because I hope we can get something really powerful on him next turn. Okay, still one elite to come out. Here we go. Kakadu. My little friend. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I would like to... And now we have burning again. I'm going to remove our burning and make us immune to burning. Can heal for some points as well. Oh wow, the poacher is attacking for 33. We are going to need to do some serious reward scrounging here. Okay, so here's an interesting one. Needle, we haven't had that one come up yet today. So Needle will draw tiles until you draw a trapped bird tile. And earlier in this round, that would have been pretty dangerous. But right now, as you can see, we have no remaining birds or elites. So that means that that's essentially a card draw tile that we can draw up to the whole hand. I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade this defense tile here. Then I'm going to get rid of everything else and use needle to try to draw up. The smoke, I can't do anything about the smoke, unfortunately. I don't have the destroy tile power right now. So now I have 30 defense. That's not even enough for the poacher, never mind Kakadu. But if I play this 1, 2, 3 of defense, now I'm safe from the poacher. And if I play 7, 8 cold snap, then we're really working on Kakadu, and he is taken care of. And then I'm going to get rid of these attack tiles because at this point we need to get our fire on. So we'll just let that happen. Okay. Kakadu has 47 flame. Poacher is 82. Poacher is attacking for 46. Essentially, if I can't get a cold snap out here, we might be in serious trouble. Let's get rid of some low-level tiles and start asking for help. So Cheap Trick. Well, Cheap Trick can give us the needle. That's good. I'll take it. Then I will actually just get rid of some of these and 8, 9 needle. Maybe we'll get something. Maybe the cold snap will even come back. Okay, no cold snap yet, but I can do a 4, 5, and 6. So now we're just only 23 defense short. Let's see what else. Oh, double fire on a random opponent. Well, that's nice for us. Yeah, you'll see we don't have any of our exciting upgrades anymore. It's rough. But there's a little elite bird. There's Kakadu. Let's ask Kakadu for one. He only has viral tweet. Okay, we'll take double take. We'll take double take, and then we will do a 7, a double take, and an incinerate. And that will give us a lot of flame and then double what he has. And if there's any justice in the world, it'll be enough. It's not enough. He has 254 flame, 273 health. That means we need 19 more on him. I can do 19. I can do that right now. 8, 9, 10. Now we have more flame on him than he has health, so we can just end the turn. Okay, 1946. I told you it wasn't going to be an amazing score, but we can see I got a few bonus points. We had 9 followers with us. We did win the game. That's like a huge thing. And we did perfect the bosses and the elites. So, thankfully, we got some stuff done there. So let's see where we end up on the leaderboard. I think there's not too many people have played today because it's still pretty early. And yes, we are playtesting. So let's see where we get. I'm number 4 on the daily rank. Oh my God, my own game is so embarrassing. So, okay, Martin is number 1 now. Since we were playing and he is at 3, he went in and did better. And then we've got Joanne, and then other Naut, then me, and then Joe. Okay, come on in, folks. The water is fine. And we'll have a new daily challenge back again tomorrow. See you then.